go crazy.
I think you should.
He will.
He does. He just sits
He'll
there
get
and
all
whines
upset
about
and
it.
slam his
And
headphones down
gives
or
us all
something.
kinds of nasty looks. And
Shh, they're here.
And they'll huff.
you gonna do an intro or anything or what?
They're here.
Just gonna keep it as a
Why has it just got the Fowl Territory background and nothing else?
In 3, 2, 1.
I'm not a fan of StreamYard. It's automatically muted. Good evening, everyone. We'd like to welcome you to Fowl Territory number 245.
live
show
from Kansas.
An
It's
amazing show.
Fowl Territory.
And now, your host, Gizzard Gary.
That's Cafro.
I had to find the right button, folks. Sorry about that. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Fowl Territory 245. I am your cordial host. Me.
Is that kind of like them cherry chocolate
Gizzard
cordials?
Gary. Yeah, it's kind of got juice
like
in
that.
the middle, you know, and it squirts out and stuff like that.
Whoa!
Oh.
Yeah.
So nasty. That's so
nasty.
Anyway, it is Friday. It is Friday, December the 22nd. So
You know what
welcome
Monday is, Gizzard?
all. What?
You know what Monday is?
Christmas Day.
Boom! I was just curious if you knew.
Hey, somebody let me back in.
Yeah, I
I'm
got
gonna
a
jump
show
out. I can
then
hear
too.
Gizzard.
What?
What?
Oh, he left. Oh, okay.
Oh,
All
Probably
right.
had to go infringe on somebody.
Okay. Well, let's change things up a little bit. Let's go ahead and let our panel in here, and we're going to introduce them first, and then we'll say hi to the audience because we can do things a little different around here. All right.
I
So
can hear you now.
you can hear me now. Good deal. All right. So
is this a Verizon commercial?
The show was probably better when you couldn't hear him.
it probably
It was
is.
weird. It was definitely weird. I got a phone call right as it started, so that's I'm sure that's what it was.
Let's go ahead and meet my esteemed panel. And on my right on the screen is my co-host with the co-most, coming to us from the state of North Carolina. He is, of course,
That's just one!
yeah, that's him.
Yo.
I'm feeling it tonight, Gizzard.
You want to do the rest of the intros?
That's what she said.
No, I just want to say their names. You go ahead and do your stuff. I'll say their names. Deal?
All right, and from the Keystone State, the former host of whatever the heck it used to be, he's not the host of anything now, will be the host of something
Guns
else
and
later on.
barbecue.
You son of a bitch. That was my stick. And he wasn't even done.
Oh, he wasn't done? I'm sorry.
He
carry on.
just says the name whenever
Carry
he wants to. I got to
Carry on,
get my
Gizzard.
intro in real quick. Coming to us from the mountains of West Virginia, the host of This Week Unloaded, ladies and gentlemen, you're on.
It is Richard White!
Come on down. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right.
Heard they're canceling that.
And then this next guy, I guess, is going to introduce himself. Of course, he's my neighbor to the south. He is, of course, the pride of Chelsea, Oklahoma. He is
The gun snob!
Boo.
Gun snob.
And then, moving on, the host of the Guns, Beer, and Therapy podcast on Saturday night is, of course, my neighbor in the Show Me state of Missouri, ladies and gentlemen.
It is Canadian Hillbilly Down!
Then,
That's my B channel, brother.
last
Wouldn't that
but
be
not least,
Canadian
down on the
Yellow
bottom row.
County down?
I'm sorry.
Wouldn't it
Down
be
on the
Canadian
bottom
Valley
row
County
here,
down?
the last of the four hens. He is, of course, our man in law enforcement. Another man from the Tar Heel state of North Carolina, ladies and gentlemen.
Sarge.
Hello.
Oh,
Thanks for noticing me.
G Webb said there must be booze in the green room. It's all you can drink Long Island iced teas.
Oh, I'm in.
So is Gizzard.
no, he's got
Definitely
to do
in.
a hard seltzer.
Yeah, I got to do a hard seltzer. But that's a whole nother story. Let's go ahead and start the banner. And then we need to say hello to the audience. So let's see who's
Hello,
on.
audience.
Hello,
Hello,
audience.
audience.
There you go.
First one out
Yo.
there is Kingpin, followed by Gun Websites, Artec, and Daughters is out there. Rich White out there and in here. Blitz is in the audience. Michael Dunn, hello, fellers. Mystic Guns, whoever that is out there. Squibload is in the audience. And let's see, Gizzard Gary's in the audience. How about that? Justin Grimm is out there. Gun, Powder, Beauty is in the audience. Rodney Peters is out there. Pat in a bunker. Jacob S. is out there. Duffer 426. And Tactical Fud, Buck from the state of Arkansas is out there. Obnoxious One out there and in here. Tread is in the audience. Hillbilly Up out there and in here. 223 DMR in the audience. And let's see, Jacob makes it over to Facebook also. You guys have been cheating and using Twitch to get in on the drawing. I hate to tell you this, but we're not on Twitch tonight. We're on X, formerly known as Twitter.
Triple X?
I think the only person that was doing that was Travis T.
That's not true. And you
No,
know
it's
it.
not true.
No, I don't have a Twitch account.
Yeah.
No, I do.
I swear to God, I don't have a Twitch account. I've never even been on the website. Swear to God.
You got 6 accounts over on Facebook.
I do.
We
Tim
weren't talking
S.
about
is out
Facebook,
there.
though, were we? Barbecue.
Defense Dad is out there. C4 says co-host with the co-most. Exactly.
I just want Defense Dad to get a girlfriend and hangs out on these chats so we can call her offense mom. That would be great.
Absolutely. Blitz says, wow, all the hens in one chat. Can you believe it? Can you believe it?
I'd tune out now if it was me. Just saying.
Yeah, probably. You probably already did. That's beside the point. Alaska 1, Andy is in the audience. Defense Dad says, I don't have Twitch anymore. The new medicine helped. Okay. Well, that's good to know. That's good to
Is
know.
it Twitch or is it Itch?
It is, yes. Oh, look. And we have a comment from X. Looky there. It works. Rich White is out there. Sarge is
coming around.
Oh. I thought you were wanting to show off your ceiling fan or something.
Sarge is so lazy he didn't even go get on his computer. He's just going to sit in his easy chair. We see how he is.
Honcho Fit is out there.
I'm actually sitting on a couch.
Well, that's a heck of a deal. Huh? Look at that.
Oh, look, there goes Mrs. Sarge behind you. Tell Mrs.
no.
Sarge I said Merry Christmas.
Snob says Merry Christmas. She says Merry Christmas. You and your ham hock hands.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So hopefully everybody's ready for Christmas this year. Everybody got their tree up and everything ready to go, right? I hear some
We're going to
laughter
put up our
in
tree tomorrow, right after we get done Christmas shopping tomorrow. Right after we start Christmas shopping tomorrow.
Do you really haven't bought anyone anything?
We probably have maybe 10 gifts total right now. Honestly.
Pretty sure you got a grandchild this fall, don't you?
Yeah.
That's about 9 out of 10 is him.
So I see Rodney Peters is out there and Rob D, the New York Outcast. He says, bah humbug.
Boo. You got to be in the Christmas spirit.
Is he not going to get any salad for Christmas?
Defense Dad says, Snob, I swore off women for a while. I realized the only people in my life who regularly cause me stress are female. Hookers are safer. Wow.
So he's looking for men?
What it sounds
Apparently.
like to me.
In all the wrong places. Yeah. Or right
He
place.
should try truck stops.
Travis T.
So is this the Festivus show tonight? Do we get to air grievances?
Got a lot of problems with you people.
It's only a 2-hour show.
Are you going to start off with the feats of strength?
Did you write all your grievances down on your forehead? I mean, that's a lot of space to.
Wow.
My first grievance is that son of a bitch Guns and Barbecue that always makes horrible, fat, bald jokes.
I don't make fat jokes, just bald jokes.
Same difference. Either way, FO.
Yeah, how
A couple
dare you
people
make
in here with
jokes
some pretty big
about,
foreheads.
How dare you make jokes about Snob's lack of hair?
I know, right?
I don't know. That guy in the upper left has got a pretty tall forehead.
I'm pretty sure his is taller than mine. Just saying.
It's going all the way to his headphones.
Yeah, there's a bunch of hair.
I'm
on
not
top of
going
my
to
head.
deny it, though. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, no, I'm not. My
Snobs
hair's
just
fine.
getting taller. That's all that's going on with Snobs. He's just
And
getting
say
taller.
Snob's almost back to the headphones.
It's like hell.
Yeah, got a
No, it's
nice
not
little
going back. It's
mohawk
just-
going there on your forehead, man.
Just getting a little thin.
Looks like an arrowhead pointing forward.
If you
That's what
lived
he
with my
says.
wife, you wouldn't have any hair. I'm lucky to have any. Stressful. Hopefully she's not still out there.
Ancho
Hold on a
Fit
minute.
says more like a 5-head. Mm.
I'll tell her to tune in.
You son of a bitch. Whoa, Ancho. I don't know where you're going, but we need to stay away from that comment.
Weston Probst says Snub's just growing through his hair. Still a growing boy. Yep, that's it.
Yeah, he's just getting taller, growing through his hair.
Yep. He's got just as much hair as he did when he's a baby, except his head got 3 times the size. Pat says we start with the airing of Greaves. Greaves?
I think it's
Who's
grievances.
No, I don't want your ass hair defense, Dad.
So what's everybody doing for Christmas? Is everybody but me staying home? Actually, I'll be home for Christmas. Be technical.
Gonna open presents.
We're having our Christmas a day early, so. Oh,
Got the
Mystic
day off
is
from
still
work,
out.
which is nice. I saw Mystic Guns out there, and I just want to let her know that someone was saying terrible things about her, and we tried to defend her honor. It was the center square.
Top center, exactly.
You son of a bitch.
Let's say I am no longer behind the wheel of that bus. It'd be the bus himself down there in the center square. Yeah. Rodney Peters is staying home.
I'm going to my mom's Sunday, and then we'll have the big Christmas at my grandma's, my dad's side, on Monday. And
Just
our
happy to
Christmas
be off
Monday
work.
morning.
Just to remind everybody who's not aware, I will be having an early bird chat Christmas morning. So if anybody would like to join in, if anybody's alone for Christmas and would like to wallow in their
Holy
loneliness,
mackerel.
come do it with me.
Santa's here.
Look at there.
Santa got a beard trim now.
Canadian Bill Hilly down. Yeah. That's a heck of a deal. Finstead says there's a new place here, no waiting room. They have a bar and you get a free drink with each haircut.
Nice.
It's quite
You
That's
said
where
a
he's going
guy
to-
paying for a haircut. You're miserably wrong. I'm a tightwad.
Is that where he's going to meet men?
Waste money.
Must be.
all right. Anyway, I would like to welcome our folks, however many there are not out there. On the Twitter side, drop us a comment if you're out there on Twitter mobile and can post comments. And what in the world is New York Outcast talking about here? The Grinch had made it on the mountain. Now the mayor of Whoville is sending the code inspector up there and gets his property taxes on file. Boomstick Revenge is out there. I like it. Let's see.
I like it. I love it. I want some
What's
more
more
of
of
it.
it?
Oh, you know that one, huh?
I try so hard, but I can't rise above it.
That's the one country song Gizzard knows right there.
Uh-huh.
So what's the plan for tonight? Are we just having a fun show or are we actually doing a real
I
show?
am.
Fun show.
Yes.
It's,
Oh, maybe
it's
since it's
this.
Christmas we were doing a fun show.
You want to do a fun show? What do you want to do?
I don't know.
Snob's giving away a bunch of gifts, I think.
I have one Hershey's Kiss here. I'll give it away.
I got a Hershey's Kiss too.
We'll give it
Just
away.
give away that hatchet.
Give it away
I
now.
just want it. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Snob
I
eats some
stole it out of
foil and
Missy's
all.
work stocking. She brought home her stocking from work today. I'm gonna steal it out of there. She'll probably be mad when she finds out I'm stealing all her candy.
Chris
Also
Lang
stole a
is
blow
out
pop.
there.
I think she should come out there and fight you.
Mhm.
We once had a dog that got into a bag of mini Hershey's Kisses.
I remember that.
I can't remember a picture of that ordeal.
Yeah,
No,
I
no.
do.
No, that was M&M's. This is
I'm sorry.
this is way back when. She got into a bag of the mini Hershey's Kisses, and she did eat them, foil and all. And we found foil in the yard for 3 months after that.
Didn't digest real well.
Mm-mm.
Well, at least it wasn't all over your carpet.
This is true.
Well, she had
Also
enough hole in
happens
her.
when
The
they-
government or the aliens couldn't hack her brain, so that's good.
When they eat tinsel, it does the same thing. All right.
So, what do you want for Christmas, everybody?
World peace.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Guns. Lots of guns.
Yeah, well, guns will bring world peace if enough guns.
An
come.
Apollo 11.
Well, as my grandpa once said,
Well,
shit in one hand and want in the other. And see which
Yep.
one fills up first.
Oh yeah.
A Coast 21.
Yeah.
now,
my
Artec
grandpa-
daughters mentioned the TH10, which was just announced today.
10.
I wouldn't mind having a roof mounted one of these.
On your house roof or your truck roof? Or both?
Probably on the side by side. That
I
would
mean,
be
that'd be pretty fun.
Yeah.
So
The
Finstead
slide's gonna
says,
fly off those tourists.
at least the
They know
stress is gone now, so we can enjoy Christmas now. Kid's heart surgery went well, and she had
That's
her
good.
knee surgery this week too. Well, good
it.
deal.
Oh, okay.
That's awesome, buddy. Glad
Awesome,
everything
awesome
went good.
news.
Oh, that's. I say that's a little bit more than most of us are dealing with.
Yeah, like holy cow.
G-Web says fancy people pay extra to wrap chocolates in gold foil. So, Tim S wants a Red Ryder BB gun with a compass in the stock.
What about the
Official
thing that
carbine
tells
model?
time?
Red Ryder BB gun stuck.
Chris Lang would
You
like
shut
a
your
decent
mouth.
dot that works from Optics Planet.
Well, you can count on getting that next year for Christmas.
Yeah, there's
Did you
many
order it
places
now?
you can buy a decent optic or a decent dot that works, and they'll actually ship them to you.
Now, to be fair, I did buy my RMR on Amazon, and
Mhm.
it was from Optics Planet, and surprisingly, it still came
Well,
they actually overnight shipped it UPS.
They kept
yeah, they
them
don't want to screw
held them
around with
accountable.
Amazon.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know that I've ever received anything from Optics Planet. I think I have, but at least 75 or 80 or 90% of the orders I've made, I've had to cancel because they never arrived.
Mhm.
I ordered one
Well-
thing from them, and that was the last thing I'll ever order from them.
Like I said, if you're going to order from them, if you order via Amazon, they seem to get it done quick. I mean, literally, I got a next day error from US or UPS notification on my phone the next day or whatever. So they shipped it the next day, and I had it the next day.
Well, I mean, really,
Right.
what do you expect? It's Optics Planet. I mean, they got sent it from a whole nother planet, so it's going to take a little while to get there.
That's fair.
But I realize they must deliver to some people because they do stay in business. But if everyone's experience was like mine, they would immediately go out of business because I can't buy anything from them.
I honestly don't know how they stay in business because we've been there when they've set up at shows and nobody wants to have anything to do with them. So everybody
Mhm.
in the
They're all
business
mad.
is pissed at them. So I don't know how they stay in business.
No, because they
Because-
say 4 to
because
5
if-
days shipping. And
Because
And
if
4 to 6 month
everybody,
handling.
if everybody there to get free stuff is avoiding getting their free stuff, there's there's a problem.
Weston says, my son just got a wig magnifier. I think Snob needs one of those from OP. Came in 4 days. I haven't ordered anything from there in years.
what is a wig magnifier?
Makes your wig look bigger.
Mhm.
That's what M. Gabriel says. Weston says, I've canceled more orders from OP than I've gotten. Most people I hear have the same
Mhm.
experience.
Oh, it's 4 or 5 to 1
Mhm.
cancellation
Yeah.
versus
Literally,
receiving.
whenever I actually ordered that and realized it came from Optics Planet, I was like, oh God, I have screwed up. And then, boom, it was there. I was shocked. But like I said, it was via Amazon, so they probably
Maybe-
couldn't screw around.
Maybe that's why they're actually shipping to the people that order from Amazon, and that's how they stay in business. And anybody that orders on their website, they're just screwed.
I've only ever ordered 3 things from them. I got them all on time. I must be the one in the 4.
I want to say hello to Mike White, to a advocacy, who says, just stopped by to say Merry Christmas to everyone. I can't stay but for a few minutes. Also, Chris from the 740 is in the audience.
Speaking of RMR, I need to go check on my rebate. And if you're interested in a Trigicon, now's the time to buy it. It's just a few more days of the rebate.
Is Mike White related to Rich White?
No.
I do not believe so. Let's see. Travis T says, every time I try to OP, the items show in stock, then I get an email saying 8 to 12 week back order, so I cancel. Yeah, that's a Cabela's trick.
Well, that's what I was looking at the RCR or whatever from Trigicon, and everywhere online is out of stock except for Optics Planet. They say in stock, and then when you go and you actually click to order it, it tells you it's not actually in stock.
So we have Blind Guy Photography out there from Facebook. He looks very familiar, by
I
the
wonder
way.
who that is.
I wonder who that could possibly be.
Daddy Dutch Barbecue is out there saying hello. Oh, Daddy Dutch. Chad Kelly says, good evening, getting ready for dinner, but quick hello this evening. Merry Christmas, everyone.
And if y'all stay tuned for the second half of the show, we're going to be singing Christmas carols.
Who's Carol?
Yeah.
Basket.
And who's we?
Release my yeah.
I was really trying to run them all off early, Gizzard. I was trying to get you out of this early. Figured they'd all leave. Next week, we can all talk about the awesome new guns we got for Christmas. Gizzard's intently typing something. He can't even respond.
I'm responding to somebody in a private chat.
Screw that guy.
You can if you want to. Let's see. Defense Dad says, I'm sort of getting a new optic for Christmas. New camera lens. Okay. I guess
You having to buy that for yourself? Or
well, some people don't have Vine. I hear.
there hadn't been crap on Vine in so long.
No, there really hasn't been.
I saw this hatchet, so I snagged it up. But
Michael Dunn says, why is almost everyone out of stock for gun stuff? Our products are going to stop in the U.S.?
Christmas.
Yeah, everybody's buying everything for Christmas. Now, Daddy Dutch, he says, seriously, have you all heard John from GMB sing? Dogs cover their ears when John sings. Wow. That's just mean. Rob D says,
come on.
Rob D says he uses Squib's credit card like the rest of them. Okay. Fair enough. Shall we take a look at what's in the news real quick? Anybody want to?
Whatever.
Nah.
It's your show.
Yeah, kind of. Let's take a gander, shall we?
Right.
All right. So on Bearing Arms,
Baby Goose.
on BearingArms.com, we have 5 top Second Amendment stories. The first one, judge declares most of California's new gun-free zones can't be enforced. Second, Schlichter is right. Buy your kids toy guns for Christmas. Number 3, armed citizens fight back in home invasions. Number 4, after 8 months in jail, DoorDash driver who shot in self-defense, a free man. And then number 5, deer hunter says orange-vested activist targeted him with a gun. Wow.
I just want to say on that second one, Obi took it a step farther and he bought a bunch of other people's kids' guns.
He did. Obi, you see any of those that sound interesting to you?
Yeah, I want to go with the buy your kids guns one.
Buy your kids guns. Okay, let's take a look. This is by Tom Knighton yesterday evening. He says being a parent is tough. It's always been tough, but it seems like things today are uniquely designed to make parenting even harder than it used to be. But for many of us, we're still determined to raise our kids as we were raised. Yet some people think things like toy guns and kids simply don't mix. I hit on this earlier this week. I'm not the only one who saw the freak out. Kurt Schlichter, writing at our sister site Town Hall, thinks you should not just ignore the hysteria, but that you should buy your kids toy guns for Christmas. And quoting here, there was recently a Twitter kerfuffle when some frustrated harridan, this time in Nebraska, blew a crone gasket because a store is selling toy guns to kids. She's one of those moms demand action types, and it's pretty clear she'll be demanding for a while. She frets that kids playing with toy guns will be a problem when kids start getting them for Christmas, learn to quickly assemble their guns and bring them to school, as if, between perverts, communists, and children of degenerate parents packing actual heat, pop guns are the big threat to the kids in the schools these days. Won't someone please think of the children? Well, we are, which is why they must be exposed to toy guns at a young age, and toy fire trucks and race cars and airplanes and the rest of the actiony, adventure-y toys that begin to teach little boys to be big men. And for girls, and only girls, because only girls will ever be mothers, there are baby dolls as well. Play is play, sure, but play is also practice. It is how children begin to model themselves on adults by copying adult behaviors. And one of the most important of adult behaviors is learning to use violence against enemies in order to defend themselves, their families, their communities, and their constitution. Schlichter goes on to address the reasons why guns are ultimately a good thing, reasons most of our readers are already going to be more than familiar with. Then he follows up with this. When you let your kid play with toy guns, you teach your kid about what an adult's responsibilities are. Fighting bad people is one of them. and your kids are going to be covering for a lot of social freeloaders when they do. Her kids, Caden nor Ashley, will ever carry their weight by carrying an AR-15. They are on the preschool fast track to some Ivy League conformity factory. But your kid will, because your kid is going to be awesome. You will teach your kids starting young that they must be citizen warriors. Then you will teach them to shoot real guns, and they will want to learn because shooting guns is what free adults do. I don't disagree. I will add that by buying your kids toy guns, you have an opportunity to teach them about the responsibilities that go with it in a situation where failure has no negative outcomes. My father required me to follow the 4 rules when I handled toy guns. I would get jerked up short if I pointed it at someone I didn't intend to shoot or kept my finger on the trigger when I wasn't ready to fire. Yet if I failed to follow those rules because, well, I was a kid, then there was zero chance of anyone being hurt by my mistake. And yes, it teaches kids to act as citizens and understand that guns exist and that they're not what the media tries to push them as. More than that, generations of kids grew up with toy guns well before the era of the mass shooting, so the argument that they somehow lead to such things is beyond ridiculous. If anything, it seems that toxic parenting that would deny kids toy guns leads more towards those horrific events. So yeah, I'm with Kurt. Buy your kids guns for Christmas. You'll be glad you did. What do you think?
Sounds like a bunch of toxic masculinity to me.
Yeah. Anybody else want to comment on that? Evidently not. So we will go on then. All right. Well, since Sarge doesn't come in here too much, let's let him pick. Oh, did they call on me?
Do what?
You want to pick a story? You haven't been in here for a while, so.
What story? Where are my choices?
Anything but number 2, because we already covered that one.
Oh, I can't. Let's see. Hold on a second. Oh, I can zoom in on this. Oh. Let's do number 1.
Okay. So, by Cam Edwards yesterday morning.
Now, hold on a second. Before you read it, did you
Yes, sir.
read the private chat?
Do I read the private chat? Oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff going
I
on.
challenged you.
No, I was busy. Let's see. Okay. How do I do that? Let's see. I'll try.
You want to tell people what you're doing, or just do it?
No, he's gonna just do it.
He says, I've got a challenge for Gizzard. Read the next article
I
like
said
you're
you gotta
reading
just do
a
it.
children's.
You just can't help it.
U.S. District Judge Roger Benitez isn't the only Second Amendment saint in California who miraculously adheres to the text, tradition, and history of the right to keep and bear arms. Judge Cormac Carney has delivered a stern rebuke of his own to state lawmakers who imposed a host of new sensitive places where lawful concealed carry is forbidden, granting an injunction against their enforcement just a little more than a week before the state's carry killer legislation, known as SB 2, is set to take effect. In a 43-page opinion handed down last Wednesday, Carney described SB 2 as repugnant to the Second Amendment and openly defiant of the Supreme Court. The law turns nearly every public place in California into a sensitive place, according to Carney, effectively abolishing the Second Amendment rights of law-abiding and exceptionally qualified citizens to be armed and to defend themselves in public. Carney ruled in favor of the gun owners and Second Amendment organizations who brought the May v. Bonta and Carolero v. Bonta litigation on every one of their challenges, granting an injunction against the following gun-free zones established under SB 2. And there's a whole list here. Hospitals, mental health facilities, nursing homes, medical offices, urgent care
Get
facilities.
back on task.
And other
Follow the
places
challenge.
where medical services are customarily provided. Public transportation. Establishments where intoxicating liquor is sold for consumption on the premises. Public gatherings and special events. Playgrounds and private youth centers. Parks and athletic facilities. Department of Parks and Recreation and Department of Fish and Wildlife Property, except hunting areas. Casinos and gambling establishments. Public libraries. Zoos. Museums. Places-
What if you're hunting at the zoo?
Places of worship. Financial institutions. Privately owned businesses open to the public. And parking areas, including those adjacent to sensitive places not challenged by the plaintiffs. This is the post-Bruin Carey decision that gun owners have been waiting for. Now, Carney didn't try to play philosophical games or stretch historical analogs to the point of silliness in order to uphold these gun-free zones. Instead, he did exactly what the Supreme Court has instructed judges to do. Look at the text of the Second Amendment, as well as the history and tradition of the right to keep and bear arms when determining whether a modern gun control restriction fits within that national tradition. Take the issue of bans in parks and playgrounds, for example. Well, U.S. District Judge Kia W. Riggs has enjoined New Mexico Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham's ban on concealed carry in parks from being enforced, but denied a request for a similar injunction against her carry ban in playgrounds under the dubious theory that playgrounds are analogous to schools and are therefore sensitive places where lawful carry can be prohibited. When Judge Carney took a look at California's ban, he reached a very different conclusion. He says, contrary to the government's contention and other courts' conclusions, this regulation is not supported by analogy to the settled notion that states may ban firearms in schools. Constitutionally permissible, new and analogous sensitive places must be similar to existing sensitive places in both how and why the government burdens the right to carry firearms for self-defense. Bruin, 597 U.S. AT 29-30, regulating firearms at schools is different than playgrounds and youth centers in key ways. Rather than delivering children to the state, sometimes with armed officers, for protection, at playgrounds, parents and caregivers remain responsible for their children's safety without any immediate support. And in contrast to the restricted grounds of a school, where unauthorized persons generally may not enter, playgrounds and youth centers are public, unrestricted places. Because SB 2's prohibition on CCW permit holders carrying firearms at playgrounds and youth centers eviscerates their ability to defend themselves and their children against attack, the burden it creates on the core Second Amendment right is far greater than the burden created by making schools a sensitive place. That's a more thoughtful and substantive look at the analogy than what we've seen from other judges, including Riggs, and it's indicative of the approach Carney takes when looking at every one of the gun-free zones established by SB 2. The big question at the moment is whether the Ninth Circuit will let Carney's injunction stand, or if anti-2A judges on the appellate court will play their usual games and stay his decision and allow California to begin enforcing these sensitive places on January the 1st. We'll be talking about Carney's decision in depth on today's Bearing Arms Cam and Company with Alan Gottlieb of the Second Amendment Foundation, as well as the other legal challenges to SB 2's new licensing restrictions and outrageous cost and fees. No matter what the Ninth Circuit decides, the Supreme Court will have the final say, and the California Rifle and Pistol Association, Gun Owners of America, Gun Owners of California, Liberal Gun Owners Association, Firearms Policy Coalition, Orange County Gun Owners PAC, San Diego County Gun Owners PAC, California Gun Rights Foundation, Reno May, Marco Antonio Carolero, and the other named plaintiffs who challenged those provisions deserve congratulations for their fight and for a decision that can and will be cited going forward, including at the highest court in the land. And they all lived happily ever after.
Well, I, for one, think that should be a weekly segment.
You picked the longest article probably in there.
Well, I didn't know this.
I didn't either. I didn't read through them all.
About halfway through, you kind of forgot the challenge, but that's okay. You brought it back up again at the end.
Well, that wasn't the easiest text to try to read in that vein, to be honest.
Want to tell everybody what you're doing?
Okay, so the challenge was read the next article like you're reading a children's story. Use a lot of inflection to build excitement.
I thought it was pretty good.
Oh.
Can we make a challenge wheel, and then each week Gizzard has to spin it, and he might have to read a story with like an Australian accent, or in the form of a children's story like he just did, or we can come up with all kinds of stuff. This could be pretty interesting.
I've got a challenge. I want the gun snob to read the next story.
I like the challenge wheel idea.
Somebody needs to make a wheel.
Can one of the choices be completely monotone?
Are we just gonna read it like normal?
Right, basically.
I don't think one of the challenges could be completely monotone.
I don't know if
We're gonna do one in the Clover cadence.
Actually, I think
Can we not?
this last one here is right up Obi's alley. Maybe he should read it.
No.
I'll read it. Pop it up on the screen.
All right.
You're gonna have to keep up though and scroll because I don't have control.
All right. You want to
Don't
bypass
too
the title?
fast though because I read kind of slow.
You're practicing for the grandchild.
Oh, seriously? They want me to pay for that? Oh, it's a members only story.
Well, hell, I'll read what's there. I can be quick.
You're going to read the first paragraph. That's all there is.
I'm not a huge fan of cold weather, but boy, I admit there is one thing I do love about this time of year, folks. The sound of gunshots emanating from the woods and pastures around my home, reminding me that I live in a place where the right to keep and bear arms is treated as a positive, good, and settled fact, not some social ill that needs to be eradicated. Now, folks, around here, we hunt them deers, we shoot them deers, we lay them deers on the ground, we cut them up, yeah, we put them in the freezer. That's right, we make some jerky, we have some tenderloin, we have some backstrap, boys. I tell you what, ain't nothing better than boiled deer chili in the winter. You're welcome.
I like this one from Rob. He says, I vote for Gary doing a Chris Rock voice. Man, I can't do Chris Rock.
Will Smith just slapped the shit out of me.
Travis T said, "What did Snob say? I understood about 4 words."
I think he said deer and chili in there.
I heard deer
That
chili.
was at the end, yeah.
Oh,
He was talking to Karen. He said, "Dear, it's chilly in here."
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who's advocate against the word's best.
Finstead says, "Make the next person read it like William Shatner."
See, Weston, he understood perfectly because Weston, he's an Okie like me.
Armed citizens, bye-bye.
I think we need to let Hillbilly read the next one.
Oh, no.
Come on, if this is so easy.
Hillbilly didn't read the last one?
Not that Hillbilly.
A hillbilly did, yeah.
Oh, we're talking the specific hillbilly. Okay, got it.
I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed they wanted me to pay for Snob Story. I think you should make up by reading the next story.
I think we should have done a Christmas bracket instead of news tonight.
Read something like Richard Simons. Who's Richard Simons?
Snob's idol.
Old Man Withers.
Could read it like Hank Hill.
Damn it, Bobby!
Simmons. Richard Simmons? Is he even alive? Nobody saw him in like 10 years.
Oh,
I think he's passed.
I think he's working out at Oprah's.
Defense
Well,
Dad says, "I changed my mind. Read it like Christopher Walken." No, wow. Those are challenges, man. I can't do Christopher Walken at all.
I can do Richard Simmons.
Go for it.
All right, ladies, let's get up. Let's go. After 8 months in jail, this DoorDash driver, he got up. He's sweating it out, boys. He's sweating it out. That was Richard Simmons as a Southern preacher.
I was going to say that
You
had a
sound
little
like
bit
the
of twang on it.
televangelist.
I can feel the Holy Spirit coming upon here. Can I get an amen, brothers?
It had a little bit of stank on it.
There you go. Travis T says Samuel L. Jackson.
Sound like Jim Baker.
You can't do that. This is a family show. You can't read it like Samuel L. Jackson.
nope.
So I think Richard Simmons is still alive. I just Googled it. There is a article that I found from July 2023 saying that he breaks his silence. I don't know about what because I didn't bother to read it, but it's from July this
Why
year.
didn't you read it?
I was
He's
trying
blind.
to.
Read it like
I
Carl
was
from
scrolling-
Sling Blade. That's a
I
good
was feeling across my phone, but I didn't feel any bumps. So
You got any more of them French fried potatoes?
one.
Oh, Andy. That was Andy's
French fried taters.
Want to?
Andy will
All
never
right.
forget that night. Oh, Andy.
Elmer Fudd, Daffy Duck. I can't do Daffy Duck.
Donald Duck.
What impressions do you do, Gizzard?
For succotash.
Welcome, boys and girls, to the Mickey Mouse Playhouse Club.
Was that Gary?
Again.
No. Jim Carrey. Bugs. Wow.
Southland Succotash.
Well, somebody's reading like Donald Duck.
That was the best I could do for Donald Duck.
Mike Tyson. Wow.
That'd be
Somebody
interesting.
do Mike Tyson.
We should have a challenge where you have to read it like the gun snob.
Somebody gonna get the F kicked.
Read it like the gun snob.
So you say tower instead of tire?
Tar.
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 Oh,
Tar.
Had to put tar on car
Yeah.
because the old one
Don't
caught on
don't go over
fire.
there. Don't go over there, Springfield. There's a tower fire.
Gizzard, what prize do you have for these fine folks next?
Ending this segment probably.
Get out of here.
I think I should probably put this segment out of its misery.
I don't know.
Oscar the Grouch.
Where's my soundboard at
We're-
anyway? So I see
We're at the top of the hour.
We are at the top of the hour. But before we do that, we got some business to take care of because I want to remind everybody that Gear Websites, that is your source for every second matters gun channels, gear, ammo ID, and more. Patches, stickers, and other items. Every Friday is Free Patch Friday. And guess what, folks? Today is Friday. So today, you can buy cool stuff at gearwebsites.com. But don't take my word for it. Let's hear from G-Webs, and he's going to tell us all about it.
GearWebsites.com is your source for firearms-based playing cards and books. We also have mugs, shirts, and posters with designs that we've made live. Of course, we have patches. Every Friday is Free Patch Friday. We appreciate your support. Thank you for shopping at GearWebsites.com.
Oh, who's the chicken that everyone loves? Gizzard Gary, who's 4'2" but stands above. Gizzard Gary, a ton of its wives and more to come. Gizzard Gary, who loves to give gifts to everyone. Gizzard Gary, giveaway. Gizzard Gary, giveaway. Gizzard Gary, giveaway.
Hi, folks. Gizzard Gary here.
Take it away, Snub.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's that time of the night. It's the part of the show you all tuned in for. That's right, folks. We're going to give some stuff away, folks. We're going to give you everything you've ever wanted and maybe even a little more, folks. That's right. It's going to be great. It's going to be amazing. Tonight, folks, you're going to get a $10 Chick-fil-A gift card to go along with all this cool stuff and things Gizzard's going to give you. He's going to give you everything but the kitchen sink tonight, folks. That's right, because it's almost Christmas. It's going to be an incredible giveaway, folks. So get those fingers ready and type hashtag FT245 out there in the chat. That's right. Hashtag FT245. Type that right now. You better hurry because Obnoxious will say go just as soon as it comes up on the screen. But let's see. Let's see right now what all Gizzard's going to give you tonight. Like I said, it's going to be basically everything but the kitchen sink. Gizzard, what do you got for him?
I could give him the kitchen sink, but then where would I wash my dishes? You know, it wouldn't be practical.
That's why I said everything but the kitchen sink.
That's true. That means I have to give them my toilet. I guess if they want it, they can have it. But we're not going to go there first. First of all, we're going to do the Gizzard Gary channel logo sticker.
That's a smaller one. Nope. There we go.
It's quite huge, actually.
Perfect. Can you leave it there for the rest of the show?
Said.
Sure. And to go along with that, how about the Gizzard Gary channel magnet?
Gizzard Gary.
Gary doesn't have a metal plate in his head.
Live away.
Don't have any metal to stick it to, but it sticks to metal stuff. How about that?
Sure does.
And then
We're
the
supposed to
slightly
take your word for
smaller
it?
Gizzard Gary Reviews sticker. A little baby sticker. This is a little baby
Look how
channel.
cute it is. It's so cute.
And then you're going to get the Fowl Territory thumbnail sticker.
In case you want to be incognito and don't want people to know that you watch Fowl Territory.
That's right. Okay, how about a sticker from the good folks at Excess Sights?
Well,
They are
folks.
the fastest sights in any light.
I mean, they're pretty fast.
They're pretty fast. Yeah, they're going
Even
fast.
if you're staring directly at the sun, they're the fastest sights even then.
That's right. They'll get there before the sunlight does.
Yep. Do not stare directly at the sun, though.
No, don't do that.
How about a nice, ain't too many of these left, the 2023 SHOT Show official sticker from Palmetto State Armory. Get
Just
it
in
before,
time to get the new ones.
just in time to get the new ones. And to go along with that, the 2023 Indianapolis NRA sticker from Palmetto State Armory.
Oh, you got plenty of time before you get new ones of those.
How about a nice sticker from, speaking of Apollo 11, Live Free Armory?
Never heard of her.
The Eagle has landed.
Bleagle would have been so much better.
That's true. That's true. How about our good friend Reloading from the Hot Pot? You're going to get one of his stickers. Speaking of Eagles.
Trans Am.
There you go. Now, what about Saltwater Arms 100% American made?
Sure about that?
That's what the sticker says. The sticker's 100% American made, probably.
Sure about that?
Doesn't. It's got a flag on it. I don't know if that's proof of anything. How about a big sticker here from Palmetto State Armory? They got
Never
lots
heard
of
of 'em.
stickers.
Palmetto.
How about an even bigger sticker from Iwi?
Bigger than a Palmetto State Armory sticker?
Well, it's taller. It's not as wide, though.
So it's not bigger. What's the square inches on each of those?
I don't know. Let's see. 4x4 on this.
Are you sure it's 4x4? Just because it's 4 one direction doesn't mean it's 4 the other direction.
It's square.
It may be just
You're
off
square.
4x4. The other one's
Okay.
wider. Moving on.
What is it diagonally?
I don't know. 5 something.
So that's 16 square inches. How many square inches is the other one?
I don't know. It's odd shaped. I'm not gonna figure.
You're upsetting him.
Here's one that's
And I love
bigger
it.
than either one of those. From Gun
Well, see,
Owners.
this one I'll give you. This one is definitely bigger than either of those.
Gun
See, you
owners
should have
not
led with
one
this
shall
instead
not
of-
be infringed.
instead of going with the IWI is definitely bigger than the Palmetto State Armory, and you still haven't proven that it is.
Well, how about let's go quantity over quality here. A whole bag of stickers from Aero Precision.
Oh, I'll bet if you put all those together, they'd be bigger than the Palmetto State Armory one.
Probably.
See, that's another one you could have gone with. Why you chose the IWI one as your hill
To
to die
irritate
on, I have
you.
no idea.
Did it work?
I don't know why you chose the IWI as your hill to die on when you had all these other options.
How about some cool stuff from the good folks who give me, they don't give them to me, but sell me some of my stickers, that being Sticker Mule. You've heard of Sticker Mule, right?
The mule of stickers.
That's right. In
Does
fact,
Clint Eastwood deliver those to you?
Sticker Mule. And their sister company, Stimulus. And you're going to get a special edition mule sticker. Look at that. Just in time for Christmas. Isn't that
Rudolph
cute?
the Red-Nosed Jackass.
And you're going to get the official coaster from Sticker Mule. But wait.
I'm sorry, but I
wait.
am strictly an EAA coaster
But wait.
household.
You're going to get
Got
free
enough of
samples.
those.
Free samples of mule sauce. That's right. Hot sauce that kicks ass.
Made with 100% real mules.
That's right. Why wouldn't it be? Okay. And everybody out there saying, well, what about the patches, Gizzard?
Well, what about them?
What about them? Well, let's start
That's a whataboutism.
with everybody's favorite. Save a pup, abolish the ATF. From GOA. Right
Oh.
along with this one that says, a right delayed is a right denied. National Firearms Act.
But a right hook will get their attention.
And then
Sweet merch.
just in time for E2M and Every Second Matters patch from gearwebsites.com. This is a sewn one. One of the
I was gonna
newer
say that
ones.
looks like weird PVC.
It's not PVC. It's actual sewn stuff. All right. And this kind of has a Christmas theme to it, so I thought I'd give this away. So come all ye faith. And what giveaway would be complete without our good friends at European American Armory? That's right, EAA. You're going to get a set of their coasters. 7 of them, I do believe. Beautiful color illustrated coasters.
That's going to be a coaster duel, and Sticker Mule is going to lose because it's 7-on-1.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Those coasters are also bigger than the Palmetto State Armory sticker. I mean, you had so many things.
You're going to get a key fob from 1791.
That's in the shape of Kansas.
Not quite. I believe that's Nevada. And you're going to get this super cool ink pen / LED flashlight from Bear Creek Arsenal. And yes, it does light up.
Ooh, from Barsenal.
Bear Creek Arsenal.
Those of us in the know just call it Barsenal.
I want to win just for that pin now.
And don't forget, the winner of this drawing will also receive the Chick-fil-A gift card. But you know what? It's Christmas. I'm not going to give away a $10 Chick-fil-A gift card.
You're not going to be able to get Chick-fil-A on Christmas. I'm just telling you.
No.
Well, they can wait until later. We're going to make it $20.
Holy shit.
Ooh,
$20 Chick-fil-A gift card. That way you can almost pay for 1.5 meals with that.
It's too bad that Rod hates Christmas. Otherwise, you could throw in a $20 Chick-fil-A gift card and a...
So all this stuff will be yours if your name is drawn.
Congratulations, Travis T.
So, let's share the giveaway tool. That hashtag once again is FT245. Looks like to me we already have 32 entries out there. Guess how many people we have in the stream on
5.
31. 31. Travis T says, "Oh wait." Uh-oh. He hasn't entered yet.
Yeah, I think there's been a petition going around for the sign for Travis T not to win anything. Or
Wow,
something.
Pacifist Productions just entered the giveaway. I haven't seen that name in a while.
What?
Triggered him to come in here?
Oh, he put out a video earlier.
All right, so Obi.
Yeah.
Let me know when to draw.
What? You can't do it on your own?
No.
What are you
drawing? Told by you.
Now.
Good now.
Okay. Sarge called it. All right. Good luck, everybody. The winner is.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
I quit.
Wild.
Thank you for watching Fowl Territory. It's been fun doing this for 5 years, folks. But yeah,
Who would have thought?
Obi played a big Powerball right about now.
He says spin again.
It only works for other
on
people.
Travis's eBay site.
He said spin again. So,
and congratulations, Travis T.
The winner is Blitz.
All right, I can live with that.
I don't think they're allowed to have Chick-fil-A in Illinois.
That's true.
I feel like Travis T got bullied out of that one.
He's won like the last 4 weeks.
I think so.
Might be more. It's been an impressive run.
Illinois considers Chick-fil-A an assault weapon.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it looks like to me that Blitz is the winner chicken dinner. He says pass it on. Oh no,
Travis has won enough that he's taking his whole family to Chick-fil-A for Christmas.
You know.
All right, we're gonna draw again. Sounds like he says pass it on, man.
Oh, that's nice, man.
All right.
Win.
Travis was actually giving away Chick-fil-A as Hanukkah gifts.
So the third choice
He had enough
is
to give away
Chris
all the
Lang.
nights.
Congratulations, Chris.
Chris Lang. I don't think, has Chris won anything on here before? I don't think so.
I don't think so. Travis T's been winning it all.
Well, yeah. I can't remember the last time anybody but Travis T actually won a drawing. So, Chris, I know you're out there, so congratulations. Please send me an email. Send that to winner@gizzardgary.com. WINNER @gizzardgary.com.
Do not send it to wiener@gizzardgary.com because there is an auto reply on that and you're not going to like it.
Include your full mailing address with that so I can get that out to you. And congratulations. And thanks to everybody who passed up and gave somebody new a chance.
Once again, do not send that to wiener@gizzardgary.com. There's an auto reply and you're not going to like it.
If you've never seen a chicken wiener, you're going to be more impressed than you realize.
I know it's winner. That's why I'm telling people not to send it to wiener@gizzardgary.com.
Obnoxious has clearly made that mistake before.
Pacifist says, I missed the quiz format for the giveaways. I did pretty well. Yeah, so did Travis T.
And Kingpin.
Kingpin, yes.
Chris
Kingpin
says
would
he
have it out
has.
before even the question was done.
I was going to say Kingpin would just
okay.
be psychic.
Chris says he has won once before, so I have his info. Okay, very good. If I have any trouble finding it, I'll send you an email. But if I had it, I'm sure I still have it. So, all right.
Oh yeah, it's just in a spreadsheet somewhere.
Yeah, you're on a list, Travis.
Actually, it is in a spreadsheet somewhere. To be honest with you.
No, there was no being honest with us. We knew.
Yeah, well,
I'm nothing but honest. I tell you what. Now, I tell you what.
Well, lads, kind of hoping tonight.
Do not send that to wiener@gizzardgary.com.
Pacifist says, if you send it to Wiener, it would have to be in the short format. Wow.
Well, that's the reply you get back.
Jacob Ed says, I haven't won in probably half a year. Oh, it hadn't been that long. I only kept 1.5 of the last 3. That's true. He split the last one.
Yep.
He just kept the Aegis and gave the rest away. So
you should get a hold of StreamYard Gizzard and be like, so how's this random giveaway tool work? Because I've had the same guy win like 10 out of the last 8 weeks.
And this wasn't on Twitch. He won it on his YouTube account.
Yeah. So. Well, it would have been really impressive if he won on Twitch since you're not streaming to Twitch.
That would have been really
that would have been amazing.
I mean, I'm sure he could have pulled it off.
So Ron Wayne's out there, says Merry Christmas. All right.
Ooh, tater salad.
Tater salad? Sounds good. Let's have some. All right. Well, that's the end of that segment. So I've got a little something here before Snob does his thing. A little something worked up to kind of give an idea what's
next.
But
it's Mystic.
So let's watch.
I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
you have an epileptic monkey on a sugar rush film that, or what? What happened there?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, yeah, that's right. That was pretty creepy, but hey, it's time for your second favorite part of the show. The part of the show that means we're almost to get out of here. We're going to look at some cool pictures of your guns, knives, gear, vacations, whatever. You know, you never know what you're going to get on this show. Maybe even a meme or two. But it's Christmas time, so let's see them wrapped up Christmas presents, like and your address. Go ahead and put that out there. And we need to know your security alarm code, or if you have dogs in their name, please. Just stuff like that. But yeah, it's that time of the night.
For reasons.
It's time for Show Us Your Guns.
GORN.
That's right, folks.
GORN.
Send that GORN to GORN@GizzardGary.com. That's GORN@GizzardGary.com. And bonus points if you hold it in your hand to make it look like you're actually holding it. Because that got us kicked off a couple weeks ago, and it was amazing. So you should try that. Please include your channel name in your email. Otherwise, we'll read your email screen name right on the screen, And folks, if it's Pink Pantyware 27, we're going to read that, and we're going to make fun of you about it. But hey, that's what we do. You can also tag the Instagram account at GG Fowl Territory. That's right, at GGFOWL Territory. So now it's time for Show Us Your Guns.
You started to sound like Bill Clinton there towards the end of it. That's what we do.
See, that's what snobs do.
Sexual relations with that woman.
Snobs should have to read a story as Bill Clinton now.
I was going to say we can take that part of the challenge wheel.
Okay.
Read a story like Bill Clinton.
Did someone say boobs?
Obi should like this. This is from Chris Lang, and he says this is a Christmas gift from the local hardware store. So here's the box. Let's see what's in the box.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Well,
nothing apparently.
Nothing. Yeah,
I was gone.
It takes a second.
What a shame. Build it all up like that, and then it's gone. Ooh, it's a little knife. Back in the day, Benchmade used to make Harley Davidson knives, or Harley Davidson used to get knives from Benchmade, one or the other.
I think there's another picture too here. Couple. Okay. Tech X.
Anybody else trying to figure out what that hole's for?
Looks like an old school desk.
That's what I'm wondering.
Might be.
Looks like an inkwell off an old school desk.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Okay, so it just has the scales on one side. Kind of like that Emerson I have.
Emerson, nice ones.
And we're all right. And then this comes to us from Pacifist Productions. And it is not a pacifier.
It's a trigger.
It is a Mossberg MC-20. We haven't gotten too many of those on here.
Is that red dot attacked him?
2.0? Or is it MC-20?
20.
MC2 compact.
Here's MC2C. That's what.
Chris said that, yes, that is an inkwell. He's had that desk for 40 years.
Wow. That is so cool.
I think that optic cost more than a gun did.
It's possible.
All right. Then we've
there's a Ruger. It should be a Ruger Vaquero of some sort.
Yeah, it doesn't have anything on the captions. So.
I don't think they make the Blackhawks with that bird's head grip. I think that's in the Vaqueros.
Pacifist says direct mount on that optic. Okay. Super
it's
Black
Super.
Hawk is what that was. Super.
I was incorrect.
Did that have a blade sight on the rear? I thought it had a gutter sight on top.
Can't really tell from the picture.
I believe the Blackhawks have the target sight and the Vaqueros have the gutter sight.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was a Vaquero. I thought it looked like it had a gutter.
Oh, this will be fun.
It's a shame we don't have a digital representation that could be put up there again so we could see.
Seriously. Trying to get other pictures on the screen.
Well, you're failing at that too, so you might as well. Put
Well, I
that
can't do everything at once when you interrupt me and want me to
Oh,
put
nope.
Yeah, it looks like that's got the sight.
Yeah, it does have target sight in the back.
Yeah.
Okay, we're done with that now, guys.
You put something else up now. We're waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you keep waiting until I get them done.
Any day now.
All right, because these things come up in photos for some reason.
Make sure we can see the sights.
The pictures come up in photos? How bizarre.
Yeah, it's the craziest thing
They
ever.
don't normally out of text, but these did.
Ooh.
Anyway, these are from Sarge.
Some baby pooped all over that thing.
Uh-huh.
Look at it.
Is that the A3?
No.
That's an A1.5.
Smaller.
That was pooped out by the A3.
It's an A.22.
Look, it's got a broken barrel.
Oh.
Yeah, they broke it.
What is that? Tomcat? Is that what that one is?
It's a Bobcat.
Oh, it's a Bobcat?
Tomcat's the 32 cal. This is a Bobcat.
Nice kitty.
You would notice,
We'll
you know,
teeny tiny whisper pickle on it at some point.
Yeah, it definitely needs like a
What?
6-inch can on the end of it.
Wish I had my other whisper pickle.
I like one of them little gherkin sweet pickles on it.
How about a fish break?
Okay, then we got another email in. This is from Rodney Peters. He says, Rigger 45 Colt Blackhawk.
Look at that. You've got Ruger belt buckle in there. Look at that thing.
Well, that's a sweet setup right there.
He's down there getting all the sass ladies with that thing. Ruger belt buckle. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Schmancy.
I think it's even sitting on a poncho, too.
Drug rug.
Very nice. All right. Chris Lang says, even with a can, it would still fit in your pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, possibly.
Probably true.
Well, it depends on the can.
All right. Well, I thought I'd throw one or two in here, so maybe I will. Okay.
Is that a lizard?
It's a GORN.
Lizard Larry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a channel mascot. That's Lizard Larry.
Mm-hmm.
Why is he wearing nothing but a kitchen apron?
It's all you can afford.
That was a style back then.
Okay.
It's all Gary pays him.
It's a character from a 60s TV show. It's a modified Fred Flintstone outfit, probably.
Bulletproof.
Yeah, it is.
What?
He's got the Wonder Woman arm things and everything. Look at that.
Heck yeah.
Packing a pretty good sized Glock there.
That's going to have a little bit of kick for him.
I thought we were supposed to have more pictures with the guns in your hands.
Yeah, right. Going didn't
That'd
get
be
the
funny
memo.
if I got shut down for that. It's an action figure. Ron Wayne says that photo was taken before he got blasted by Kirk. That's probably about right.
I think there's probably a lot of pictures taken before someone got blasted by Kirk.
Oh, wow.
It's quite possible.
That was quite possibly the most inappropriate and funny comment ever made on this show.
I thought my mouse was screwing up because every time I tried to left click something, it was trying to right click something. Coming to find out, my phone was sitting on the control button on my keyboard.
All right,
dummy.
so looks
But
like
you
we
get to have cinder blocks for hands.
were these sent today? Yeah, these were sent today. Okay. So the gun snob is going to jump in here with some GORN for us, so and save the day.
This is Born.
So
That's a view from Jackson Hole Airport. It is absolutely amazing.
that's the whole airport.
Well, that's basically the whole airport. It's pretty freaking tiny.
That's the Jackson Hole Airport.
Uh-huh. They actually don't even have jetways. You get
Is
off the
that where
plane
the
on those little
Jackson
things.
5 flew into?
Probably.
And they just let those hills build up right next to the airport like that.
I know. You'd think they wouldn't want those next to the airport, but they let them grow there.
Actually, the mountains come out of the sky and they
It's a
stand.
funny story about Jackson Hole Airport. The TSA pre-check and the regular thing is the exact same. You go through and they hand you a big card for pre-check. It's all one line.
What do we got here?
Cows. Just some cows and mountains. It was just a pretty picture.
Glad you went all the way to Wyoming just so you could take pictures of cows.
Wyoming
Do that
cows.
at home.
Uh-huh. Not with mountains and snow.
Can't take pictures of Wyoming cows in Oklahoma.
Exactly.
True.
Did you get to meet
Yeah.
Jackson or
Zoom in on those mountains.
What?
You should zoom in on the mountains. Here's some really far away mountains, guys.
But man, I'm closer.
There's the
Oh, that's-
usual suspect.
Freezing our asses off in the Elk Antler Arch.
How cold was it in that picture?
It was probably like 12, maybe 10 or 12.
Yeah.
That was right at like 5:30. So it was
Damn.
getting pretty
You might-
cool.
You might as well just went to the North Pole. It's going to be that cold.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go back. Since we're doing retrospectives, let's indulge Sarge and zoom in on those mountains. Look,
I think he was being
Mountainy.
facetious.
Yeah. G Web says, I feel bad for that other couple who were trying to take a pic. Yeah.
Yeah.
He takes pictures of them cows so he can show his Oklahoma cows how to act right. Exactly. Tell them we're going to ship them to the cold weather if they don't.
okay, moving on.
That was from the little restaurant we were eating at. Just a pretty picture.
You ain't even up that high. This mountain's still got trees on them. You're not even up that high.
And that one does. That one's right in the middle of town. There's plenty of them that don't have trees.
Pretty neat picture.
It ain't a mountain if it's right in the middle of town. It's a hill.
Oh, okay.
Them's our hills.
It's a trash dump from years ago. They covered it.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. It's tar fire they had to put out.
Mm-hmm.
What in the world happened? Hold on.
It's opening photos again. This one opened in movies, didn't it?
No.
It's probably a movie.
Here we go. Look at her do chin-ups with one hand.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm.
We're riding a little gondola there. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool views from that. It was also pretty cool in there. Unfortunately, they don't heat those things.
Looked like it was a little cold.
And that was after we just made 2 trips on the mountain coaster.
Now, this next guy I'd recognize anywhere. This is definitely Kenny.
Yeah, everybody, including me, thinks that looks like the picture off of the kid off a Christmas Story. Bundled up and can't walk. I had this genius idea to leave my bibs at home.
arms.
Yeah, because they were taking up too much room in my suitcase. I'm like, screw it, I'm not taking my bibs. At this point in time, I was regretting that.
Did you take your Thermajohns?
I didn't get any of those, but I got some I bought at Bass Pro, and I was actually wearing 2 layers that day of thermals. If you look right over, don't mind those snow smudges on the outside of the window. Couldn't do anything about them.
Yeah. G-Webs has watched too many James Bond movies.
What are we looking at, Snub?
That is the town of Jackson, and if you look over the top of that smaller hill/mountain is the airport, and then that big area to the right there is the elk refuge without any elk.
Sounds like false advertisement to me.
Yeah, they said they hadn't came down on the mountain, so we chose not to do what was supposed to be a sleigh ride, but was going to be a buggy ride because there wasn't enough snow for sleigh down there. I was attempting to warm up at the ski resort thing.
There's barely any fire there.
I know. The one at the tube, that was at the mountain coaster. The one at the tubes had a pretty good fire going in. It was a little better. I ain't learning to build a fire.
You could have learned him.
I could have learned them. You learned them. Learned to. GWeb said, pro tip to get a better pick, just open the door and climb up on top of the box.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a view off the balcony of their hotel. That's pretty nice.
Okay. Evidently, it's got a couple of things that are videos, and I'm still waiting for them to come across.
No, the second one should have.
Well, they both say sent by iCloud updating one video.
What? I don't know why I did that. That's dumb. One of them's like just a few seconds long.
Okay, one of them's ready. Whee!
That's pretty fun. If you're too old to ski or too fat and out of shape to ski, that's pretty fun.
What if you're too old and fat and out of shape?
Then you ride the snow tubes.
Okay.
They're pretty fun. I didn't want to end up like Hank Jr. and, you know, smoking a tree or anything.
Still waiting on this other one. It's still spinning for some reason.
Here. Try it this way.
Try it what way?
I just sent you that. Click that link. Did that work?
Okay.
There's no
I think
music or anything, so.
I think so. Let's see. Share screen. Okay, can you see? Yeah. All right.
This was actually really fun. Did it twice. It was also really cold. That windshield doesn't help a whole lot.
Yeah.
You think?
And they're probably going to come after me for posting this because I got in trouble for having a GoPro on. Like it's the end of the world. So I had to hide the GoPro till I got up going up, and then I flipped it back on, and then I stopped before I got back down and put it back in my pocket.
Really? What are you giving away? Trade secrets here or something?
I think it was about, you know, people losing it and them having to go get it kind of thing.
It's classified.
Well, if people lose it, that's on them.
Exactly. That's how I felt.
I'll bet everybody that got onto that had their phone in their pocket.
Oh, yeah.
They weren't taking their phones away from them.
I mean, they didn't take it away. They just told me, you can't have that out. I was like, okay. Stuck in my pocket. The second the chain thing started pulling me up to the top, I stuck it back on.
Yep. Stop me from doing this.
Yeah. G-Web said I would have been looking for free GoPros the whole way down. Yeah, that thing was pretty fun.
Crazy.
And pretty cold.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Okay, so we got another email from Duffer.
And whenever we get done with GORN, if we still have time, I'll tell my fun TSA pre-check story.
Duffer says, SAR 9.
I just sold mine the other day. That's really a pretty nice gun.
It's what it is, all right. And I think unless we want to do Instagrams, you can go ahead and tell your story now.
I sent you one too, but I don't know if you got it yet. But you don't show it right away.
Wait a minute, I just gotta.
I gotta head out. I told her I was gonna get off around 11:30 because she wants to hit the stores before the lunatics come out of the asylum tomorrow.
Okay, well, you want to promote your.
Quiet?
What?
Is that when you yelled at her to be quiet?
No, that was the damn cat.
Oh.
I thought I was muted. I didn't realize I wasn't muted at that point. What was that?
We
Gary?
realized
Absolutely
Do you,
not.
do you want to plug anything before you get off here?
Well, yeah, we got the Christmas show on the Unloaded Media channel on Sunday at 8 p.m. and some lucky viewer will get the opportunity to win this come Sunday.
Nice.
Sweet.
Dang it, I gotta tune in for that now.
He's giving away $2.
Yeah.
If it was
You
a
still got
show,
a chance to get a buck for the end of the year, Obi.
You'll definitely get your $2 for it.
Actually, there's 3 because there's a picture of one on the back on the lid of the can too.
All right. Well, if you got to take off, then have a Merry Christmas, and thanks for being here as always.
Yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Have a good night, everybody.
All right,
Merry
thanks, Rich.
Christmas.
Rich.
Good night.
Merry Christmas, Rich.
Merry Christmas.
All right, thank God we got rid of him.
Thought he'd
Okay.
never-
Thank God.
Do we want to
Hold
show?
on a minute. Let me go turn my bathroom fan on.
Did you
Pretend like
please?
he's still here.
You want to show a couple more Gorns real quick?
Yes, I sent a couple more in the text chat.
I hope Rich is still watching and heard all this.
Okay, real quick. First from Hillbilly, he sent me this and said 22 LR Rough Rider and the hard seltzer that Gizzard is going to drink on the 30th. Well, I don't know how you're going to get that to me, but I figured I'd have to buy one somewhere.
Yeah, I don't think it'll get there in time.
Probably not. I'm pretty sure I could find a seltzer around here.
Yeah, you really don't want that one. That's been sitting out the range for weeks. So,
And then we do have a picture, too, that came in from Sarge. Let's take a look at those real quick. If I can get them to come up. Hold on. I'm having trouble with my Photos app. It's frozen here, so. Let's try this again now. Okay, open with photos. Just do it. Well, where did it put it? Where did it put it? Oh, there it is. Okay, so now that this silly computer's playing again.
There was something interesting on that last one, but that Truly can we'll have to look at.
Okay. This is from Sarge. What we got going on here? Got all kinds of stuff going on here.
Yeah, one of them's a picture that I got from a Christmas card right there in the middle,
The little
The
baby.
beaver?
right next to it.
is that George?
Gizzard and George.
Who's the creepy guy looking over George? You gotta do something about that dude.
Mm-hmm.
There ain't a whole lot
Sure,
you
he's
can
on a
do.
list somewhere.
I don't understand why you didn't put the Bucky magnet right over Gizzard's face. It would have been such a better picture.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of doxing Gary. You don't like his picture to be shown.
No, it's G-Webs.
Oh,
Okay, and then one last one, then we're going to go with Snob Story here. So,
I figured I needed to illustrate the concept to some people.
I just have a question. Why is that bear not hibernating this winter?
The bear should put on its stocking cap and go take a nap.
Mm-hmm.
all right, Snob, you're on.
So a few weeks back or a month back or so, I go get my TSA pre-check. I've been wanting to get it for a while. I go get it, spend my good $78 and a few minutes of time, get that done. Pretty simple, pretty easy. So we get to the airport, and Corey and Grace and Spacey, all three, don't have pre-check. I do. So I'm like, we're in Tulsa. I'm like, I'll see you peasants later. And I just kind of acted
I
like a
guarantee
jackass,
you were
know?
talking it up
I
for a
was.
week.
No, I wasn't talking up for a week. I just talked it up that day. But anyways, so I'm like, as we're walking in, I'm talking up the whole way in. I'm like, I'll see you peasants later. So I go to the pre-check line. Well, to start, the freaking pre-check line's longer than the regular line for God knows what reason this day. But it's moving really quick. No big deal. I go through it, put my stuff up there, walk through. Some little special ding goes off. Like, sir, you've been selected for a random. Please step back through, take your shoes, your vest, and your belt off, put it in a box. So by this point, they're standing at the end of it, watching me do this, dying laughing. Like they're literally about to cry, all three of them laughing. Because here I am taking my boots off, and I'm wearing my cowboy boots and stuff. I'm like, the stuff that's harder to put back on versus just like, hey, dudes, because thought I didn't have to take them off. So I have to go back through, then I have to swab my hands and all this bunch of bull crap. It's like, you have got to be kidding me. So yeah, I was very disappointed in my first time with TSA pre-check.
It's always exciting when you're around.
I know. It's 10 times worse when there's people over there watching you after you've just been running your mouth the whole time before that.
I think that means they're going to pre-check you before you get in on the plane.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, they pre-checked you all right.
Mm-hmm. Like, what are the odds of this? I've never got selected for a random before, and
with you, the first pretty time good actually.
Boom.
Okay, one last GORN came in the email. This is from Pacifist Productions. He says, "Spike Buck,
that deer has had enough, and it was like, I'm done. I can't handle this guy anymore." Just hugging himself right there.
Done ended it all.
I just want to know why his hoof's down there. That's all I want to know. What have they been doing?
A spike buck or a button buck? I didn't see any spike.
He said spike buck.
Well, I want to know the true snob. When you like getting in line at the pre-check, did you like cut in front of an old lady or somebody? Is that why you got randomly?
Just thought I was cute,
So I want to remind everybody that after this show, go to watch the weekly 2A wrap-up that will be on the gun websites and the Daily Gun Show channels. Should be a redirect after this chat, so that'll be at the top of the hour. So it is time for the final segment of this show.
Did you just ignore all the Instagram, GORN?
Well, we're running out of time, but I guess we can go do
that's
Instagrams
fine.
if you
That's
want.
fine. If you don't want to show any of my stuff, that's fine.
Fine.
No, that's fine. I said it was fine.
Doesn't work half the time anyway. Let's see, 6 days. Hold on. Well, if I could get to it. Okay, so last Saturday from Artac and Daughters, we have the 2011 10mm Rock Island Armory 1911A2. And then from Obnoxious One, let's say Tuesday at 8:56. Dropped a couple of upgrades on the P320. Lock Grips now has a carry magwell and base pads to match their grips for the AXG frame.
Yes, they do.
Very nice.
Orange Life, baby.
Very orange. Okay, and then after that on Thursday, we have this upgraded the Glock 43X.
And slide release top it off with
Well,
that
you got that in
RFX
your hand. I'm probably
44.
gonna
Yeah,
get
you're
taken down
violating
there.
the Gizzard rules right there.
If they take us off air, bye everybody. Merry Christmas.
Check out the sexy blue up.
Okay, and then from DM Foss, let's see. Yeah, this would be the only one from this.
If you have a Ring doorbell, I bet you didn't know that your Ring doorbell does this. And
sound off.
Sure that's from DFS?
Yeah.
Okay. Doesn't look like I imagined him.
it's going to make your holiday season much more fun.
That's got music on it. I don't know if I can do that on here. Probably better not. Okay, so from Weston Probst. Awesome bunch of swag from the Gizzard Gary Fowl Territory show on YouTube. Thanks, Gizzard Gary. So that was a combination of last week's prize, and I threw in some extra stuff for him winning the giveaway that we did for the Toys for Tots. And I owed him a Sarge patch because he wanted to complete his collection of the 4 hens. That was the only one he did not have, was the C4 patch. So I gave him one of mine, so he would have a complete set.
Also gifted gave him all of mine. I can't stand that Sarge guy.
Also gifted him a Shishiba. Well, I happen to have 2 Sarge patches, so I figured I could spare one, that latest one. Maybe I could get another one from him. So anyway, threw some extra stuff in there. So yeah, that was kind of a double giveaway type thing. Some of that stuff is already in stockings, Weston says. Oh, snap, you sent him the cube. Yes, I did.
You get a coaster. You get a coaster.
I sent him the cube. I sent him an O-Pry.
The only reason you got that cube is because that thing made Gizzard so mad he couldn't stand it.
No, it was sitting on my desk. I'd played with it a number of times. It's like, well, somebody else would enjoy playing with that. So
I love my cube. I won't get rid of my cube.
Nice set of matches to play with. Hopefully that didn't end up in some little kid's stocking. But deck of cards from Wee Knife. Hadn't even been opened. So, yeah. Some cool stuff in there. Anyway. So now, let's get back to getting into the last segment of the show, which we call What Did You Learn? And we will go to each of the panelists, ask them what did you learn this evening, and then give them a chance to plug their channels. So, Obnoxious One, what did you learn tonight?
I learned that you're more than willing to skip over Instagram whenever it suits you.
Just trying to keep the show within the time format. What have you got coming up, sir?
Stuff and things.
Stuff and things.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you could set a New Year's resolution next year to have other stuff besides stuff and things.
Things and stuff?
Yeah. Switch it around a bit. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, thanks for being here.
Yeah, whatever.
Guns and Barbecue. What did you learn?
I learned that when you get a flat, you got to change your car's tire.
That's right.
That's right.
All right. What have you got coming up?
Nothing.
All that, huh?
Yep.
No stuff, no things, just nothing. Okay.
I mean, I could do some gimmick infringement of Obi, I guess.
Yeah, that'd be out of character.
It would be.
All right. Well, thank you for being here as well. Gun Snob, what did you learn?
We were supposed to learn something?
Well, yeah, that's why you're here, right?
What did I learn? I'm going to cheat off somebody else, but I don't know who. Nobody in here I trust cheating off of, so never mind. I guess I didn't learn anything.
Okay. Well, tell us what you got coming up then.
Videos. I got to get a bunch of videos done in the next few weeks, so I'll get some out this week, maybe.
All right. All right. Very good. G-Web says if this show was for pyros, this could be the What Did You Burn segment. Very good. Anyway, thanks for being here, Snob. Let's go to Hillbilly Up. Sir, what did you learn?
Hey, buddy. Man, I learned it looks like it's really cold in Jackson Hole.
It does.
Yeah. I had to turn the heater on just by looking at those pictures.
I know, right? All right, so what, you got some stuff coming up. You got a lot of things coming up, right?
Yeah, got Christmas videos posting every day. And then tomorrow night on Guns, Bear, and Therapy, 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern, we'll be having our Christmas party giveaway there. And it's going to be hopefully a lot of fun, exciting. And then on the following Saturday, on the 30th, on Guns, Bear, and Therapy, there's a few of us, Gizzard Gary, me, and the Scottish American, are going to be drinking a hard seltzer. And Gene from Reloading on the Hot Pot is going to drink some champagne out of his wife's shoe.
Mm-hmm.
And all this come about from a fundraiser we did last night over on Chris and the 740 show and the Scotsman. And so it was a fundraiser to help out somebody in need, and they raised enough money. And so now we're going to be spewing up some hard seltzer more than likely. But thanks a lot, Gary, for having me on here. Appreciate you, buddy. Always a lot of fun.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Last but not least, Sarge, what did you learn?
I learned that when you stayed on task, the new reading like a children's book segment was pure gold.
It's fun. All right. So what have you got coming up?
I got a few things, getting ready for SHOT Show, getting a few things wrapped up, trying to get going. Almost got the studio wired, which is good. So looking for a positive 2024.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you for being here. So I would like, let's see, taking a look. Oh, just some banter going on in the private chat. That's fine. You guys can banter.
You want me to tell you? You want me to say it on air? I'll say what I told him on air.
Nah. Well, if you want to, I don't care.
Fuck off, Guns and Barbecue.
I was gonna say, if you don't, you got no hair.
You feel better now? Okay.
Yeah, I feel
Want
better.
me to say what I told Snobby on there?
Okay.
Love you too, Snobby.
I'm gonna kick you in the dick.
All right. So anyway, guys, I want to thank each of my panelists. I want to thank everybody out there in the show, those on YouTube, Facebook, and X, also known as Twitter. Everybody out there in the audience for watching and or listening tonight, thank you. As well as everybody watching on replay or listening to the audio podcast, I believe is what they call that. So anyway, we appreciate everybody listening. Also, those who sent in GORN or contributed in the text chat, thanks to each of you. We will be, as I say, going live Monday morning at 9 a.m. Central for the Early Bird Chat Christmas morning edition. If you've got some spare time, by all means, don't abandon your families. But if you've got some spare time, jump in and join us. We'd be glad to have you. If you're traveling this weekend, please be safe on the roads, going and coming home, and enjoy your time with your families. I want to take this time to wish each and every one of you a very Merry Christmas from Gizzard Gary. So with that, we'll be back next week with the last episode of the season of Fowl Territory. Again, a Friday night at 9 p.m. Central. And I would like to take this time to not only wish you Merry Christmas once again, but to remind you that if anyone tries to infringe on your right to keep and bear arms, remember to give them the bird. Anyway, this is Gizzard Gary on behalf of my panel bidding you farewell, and I'm going to give them one last chance to shout out a closing greeting before I roll the credits. So here we go.
A closing greeting.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Yo, Stuffing Things, Dumpster Fire.
Salute.
See you on the range.
Only one more Fowl Territory left in the year.
All is bright.
Anybody feel like that song's about snobs like a hair? All's gone, all's bright.
Good night, everybody.
We just permanently barbecues mine.
Merry Christmas.